Bro. Good. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna work on some like open guard concepts, but like how to hand fight from the open guard and kind of like how to use not just your hands, but your feet and how to get somebody to engage with the open guard. Because sometimes when somebody's passing and you're seated, it can be tough to create an attachment. So we'll go into like some Ashi and X guard stuff, and we'll go into like some hand fighting on how to like engage a standing opponent. So first things first, whenever somebody's standing, generally speaking, if I'm seated, I want to have one hand, I'm going to pick a hip to be on, and one hand's going to be posted behind me. This is going to give me structure. This is going to make it so that like if he wants to toss my, like break me down to supine, he wants to scoop my ankles, right? If I have this hand, I can back heel and I can be a little bit more rigid here and a little bit tougher for him to just toss, as opposed to if I'm seated like this and we're getting tossed back. And then once you're on your back, it's hard to be mobile. It's hard to react. And that's where you start to get passed more. So we want to stay seated if possible. So something that helps is this hand. If he goes to heel toss me now, I have structure, and this allows me to start to access his hands, right? So this is a quick reaction to get used to, where if somebody tries to heel toss you, by hiding this foot, he's not going to get your secondary leg. So if he tries to attack one foot, that just gives you wrist control. Whenever I have wrist control, I want to think about hiding the weak parts of my grip. The weak part of my grip is where my thumb and my fingers attach, right? So if I grab his wrist with one hand and he circles it in this direction, it's really hard for me to hold on to that grip. No matter how much stronger I am, it's harder for me to hold on to that grip. So I need to cover that weak spot. A 2-on-1 is the easiest way to do that. When I go 2-on-1, I cover both spots of the weak grip. So now when he wants to get this grip back, he's going to have to use his secondary hand to break that grip open, right? There's no way around that. That gives me time. I'm not going to be able to just latch onto him and hold on to him for a whole round. Like, that's not realistic. But I can buy myself a few seconds to get into my guard, right? I have to use my feet. If my feet aren't active in my open guard, I'm not going to drag him to the back from here. That's unrealistic. So I need to be able to get my feet going, get my feet involved in this. So we'll start with an arm drag. He goes to grab an ankle, he goes to grab my head. It doesn't matter. Whatever he tries to grab, I'm going to use his grip to grab his wrist, right? So he makes a grip, I get a wrist. I cover this. I'm going to scoot in and I'm going to post my opposite foot of the arm that I'm grabbing on his ankle. This is going to let me have an arm drag that actually breaks his posture, as opposed to just trying to pull him off of his feet. I post. Same thing with all arm drags, right? High up on the armpit, deep monkey hook. As I start to drag this foot, if I can get this shin to shin, is going to be helpful. I'm going to kick my shin to shin, and I'm going to kick this way as I drag, right? We get him out to this spot. Hook the far hip. This foot steps over the leg. Get up, throw your hook, and now you can just take a big, like, shrimping movement out and around and sit him down in your back control. This is a simple place to start. He's going. He starts to grip. I grab here, in, post on the ankle, here, high on the arm drag, flare, post, get to this hip, shrimp out, drag him into my back control. Immediately I'm controlling the wrist, and I'm trying to shoot this arm as high as I can. If I can get to the shoulder, I don't need to shoot all the way back here. If I can just get to the shoulder, I'll just release this hand and I'll do just what Gio always shows, smash the back of the head and loop my choke from here. And then I can just finish from here. If he starts thrashing around, throw a hook, take him to the side and finish. Simple. Arm drag from open guard. Make sense? 1, 2.